Here we go. Good morning, how are you? What is your name and what do you do? Buenos dias, ¿cómo estás? Y cómo te llamo, sé cómo te va. That was wonderful. So we sang it in English and in Spanish. I love it when you sing in Spanish. I love it that you're learning Spanish words. I have got a great book to read, and it's about one of my favorite animals. It's about a dog named Harry. And this is Harry the Dirty Dog. And the author's name is Gene Zion, which means he wrote the words. The author writes the words. The illustrator draws the pictures. And I'm looking at the pictures, and I flipped it open, and I looked at this picture, and Harry is grabbing a scrub brush, and he's running away. I wonder where he's taking that scrub brush. Why do you think Harry took that brush? Let's read the book and find out what he does with the scrub brush, okay? Harry was a white dog with black spots, and he liked everything except getting a bath. So one day when he heard the water running in the tub, he took the scrub brush, and the scrub brush is what they use to scrub the dirt off of him, to remove all of the dirt off of him that he gets on him. And Harry went in his backyard. He took the scrub brush to his backyard and he buried it. And when you bury something, that means you dig a hole and you drop it in the hole and then you cover it up with dirt. Now I'm thinking that Harry doesn't like to take baths, so he's hiding the scrub brush from his family. So if they can't find the scrub brush, they can't give him a bath. And then after he buries it, he runs away. He's still avoiding taking a bath, which means he's still trying to get out of taking a bath. He's trying not to take it. He played where they were fixing the streets, and he got very dirty. He played at the railroad and got even dirtier. The railroad is where all of the tracks that the train rides on meet. See, he's standing way up here on this bridge, and all that black smoke is getting on him. It's making him a little bit more dirtier. He gets dirtier and dirtier. He played tag with his other dog friends and became dirtier still. Tag is where they like to chase each other and try to catch each other. Look at him. He's smiling. I think that he's happy to be playing with his friends and getting filthy. He slid down a coal chute, and coal is a really, really dark rock, and sometimes if you rub it on you, you get dirtier, you get dirty, you get black, and the chute looks just like a slide like we have on the playground. And he rode the slide down out of the truck, and he was the dirtiest of all. In fact, he changed from a white dog with black spots, remember that's what he looked like here, a white dog with black spots, to a black dog with white spots. He doesn't even look like the same dog anymore, does he, Charlie?
No.
Although there were many other things that he could do, Harry began to wonder, and that means he began to think about some things, that if his family thought that he had really run away. I think that Harry is starting to miss his family. Bless you, bless you. He felt tired and hungry too. He looked inside the restaurant window and he saw some people eating food, and it probably made his tummy growl. So without stopping, he ran all the way home. I think he thinks the food inside the restaurant looks good. When Harry got to his house, he crawled through the fence. That means he got really super duper small and crawled underneath the fence and sat looking at the back door. Look at his face. He's very sad. One of the family looked out the window and said, "Hey, there's a strange dog in our backyard." They didn't recognize him because he didn't look the same. He had all that dirt all over him. He looked like a different dog. By the way, has anybody seen Harry? Now this is not good for Harry because Harry wants to go inside and get something to eat. But if they think that he's a strange dog, they're not going to invite him into the house. When Harry heard his name, he tried very hard to show them that he was Harry. So he started to do some of his old clever tricks. Very smart dog was doing those tricks. So he flip-flopped, turned over like this. He stood on his head and he went up in the air and he got on his back and then he played dead. But he wasn't really dead. Playing dead is when you lay really, really super still and you keep your eyes closed. I think that Harry is doing these tricks to try to prove to them that he is Harry. He danced for them. And then he sang. How does a dog sing? Oh, that's right. He howls. He howls. He did these tricks over and over again, but everybody just shook their head and they said, that can't be Harry. It doesn't look like Harry. The dirt had camouflaged Harry. That meant they couldn't see him underneath all of the dirt. Harry gave up. He walked slowly towards the gate, but suddenly he stopped. Harry, look at Harry's face. He's upset.
Now he's happy.
He is on this page, but we're looking right there. He's upset. His mommy and his daddy and the little boy and little girl don't recognize him. He's hungry. He's tired. But then he had an idea. He remembered where he had buried the scrub brush. So he ran back into the backyard near the fence and he dug furiously. That means he went really, 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 really fast. And he removed all of the dirt from the pile and he grabbed the brush and he ran right into the house. And the family was surprised because they couldn't believe that some strange dog was running into their house and he was carrying the brush in his mouth. And he went right up the stairs. He dashed up the stairs. That means he ran really, really fast. And everybody followed him up the stairs. Where do you think Harry's going? He jumped into the bathtub and he sat up begging. He sat up begging just like this. And he was holding the brush in his mouth. And that was a trick that Harry had never done before. This little doggy wants a bath, cried the little girl. And her father said, why don't you two give him a bath? Harry is thinking, if they give me a bath and remove all of the dirt, they'll be able to see that it's really me. Harry's bath was the soapiest one he'd ever had. It worked like magic. As soon as the children started to scrub really hard, they began shouting, Mommy, Daddy, look, come quick. They were removing all of the dirt from Harry, and they began to recognize him. It's Harry, they cried. Harry wagged his tail and was very, very happy. His family combed and brushed him lovingly, and he became once again a white dog with black spots. I bet that the family is very relieved that they realized and recognized that this was Harry, because they were starting to worry because they hadn't seen Harry for a while. And it was Harry all along underneath that dirt. It was wonderful to be home. After dinner, Harry fell asleep in his favorite place, and he was happily dreaming. That means you think about something while you're asleep. Of how much fun he had getting dirty and filthy. He slept so soundly, he didn't even feel the scrubbing brush he'd hidden under his pillow. And I think he hid the brush so he didn't have to take any more baths. But it was good to be home. So it was a good thing that Harry got a bath. That's all right. So, now that we've read the book about Harry, why did Harry hide the scrub brush?
He didn't want to take a bath.
He didn't want to take a bath. What did he do with the scrub brush when he ran away with it? What did he do with it?
Buried it.
He buried it. That's right. And how did Harry feel?
Sad.
When he got home? Yeah, he was sad when he got home and they didn't recognize him. But then once he got the bath and they recognized him, then how did the family feel?
Happy.
Happy. And Harry was happy to be home. You are going to have a chance later on today to wash a dog, to remove all of the dirt that we have on dogs in a little bathtub that we've got. You're going to wash the dog and you're going to scrub the dog with a brush, just like they did in the book, and remove all that dirt, and you're going to be able to see what the dog looks like. It is a pretend dog. And you're going to be able to see what the dog looks like underneath the dirt.